So you are in the real estate business and you want to generate free leads and grow your real estate business. Well, stay tuned and we're gonna show you exactly how YouTube has changed our business and what the steps are to create a successful YouTube channel. Stay tuned.
It's Lori here from Just Finest Agents, and we are putting out a ton of new content this year all about how to grow your real estate business. We did $14 million our first full year, and we're telling you our secrets. So make sure you hit that subscribe button or that bell so you don't miss a single episode of how we did it step by step. We have people reaching out to us all the time who want to partner with us, who want us to help them grow their real estate business, and we love to do it. So reach out anytime, 719-639-3393, no matter where you're located, and let's talk about how we can help you grow your business.
Okay, so you decided to go into video marketing with your real estate business. I think YouTube is the best platform out there to get you free leads and clients. So YouTube, one of the most important things where you need to start is how to name your channel. So you want to name your channel something that people are searching about the area. They aren't searching my name. They aren't searching necessarily about real estate, but they may be searching what it's like to live in Colorado Springs, what's going on in Colorado Springs, things like that. And so you definitely want the name of your city or what the area that you are promoting. If you're in a smaller area, you may want to consider a bigger scope. I know we've talked to people like in the suburbs, and they aren't technically going to service the entire DC area, but for search ability and search, SEO, you want to try to capture as many searches as possible. And so if you are unsure and your situation's a little different, get in contact with us. We can help talk you through. We use a tool called TubeBuddy, and you can put in keywords and search them, and it'll give you an idea of how searchable that title is. Sometimes it's just about changing a few words around, but starting with your title and making sure it is general enough to encompass many things you're going to talk about, but also target the people who are searching your area. That's what you want to nail down.
All right, so the number 2 thing to make a successful real estate channel is you need to work on your script. And so if you just go out there and just talk and hang out and talk about appraisals and talk about inspections, you're going to get 0 clients, right? If you just put pictures of your listings and talk about yourself as a real estate agent, like no one cares about you. I mean, we care about you, but to be honest, no one really cares about you. So you need to give them some value, and you need to work on your script when you make that YouTube channel. And so the very first major thing you need to do is hook them in there. We talk about this on our script video below. So go, subscribe and then go down below and look at all of our videos. We have a whole video on scripts. But one of the second most important things you do when you establish that YouTube channel is work on that script. So stand in front of the mirror and you're going to give them a call for action. So whatever your title is, if it's pros and cons of living in Austin, Texas, you're going to say, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm going to tell you all about the pros and cons, things no one else tells you, things you don't want to miss. So stay tuned for the end. I'm going to tell you all about the pros and cons of Austin, Texas. And at that point, you hook them in. They're like, ooh, I should stay to the very end because she's going to tell me something of value that no one else has told me. And then you go into your branding, and then you're going to give them a call for action, which we're going to go over, which is probably the most important part. And then just go through, the content, and you want to have length to your videos. And so we talked about naming your channel as number 1. And number 2 is you need to work on your scripts. So stand in front of your mirror and do some videos with you in front of your camera and practice. You're never going to be perfect starting out, but just work on those scripts. Look at other YouTube videos, look at our videos and see how we script them out, and practice that until you get it to where you're ready to rock and roll.
Okay, so Lori gave you an idea of maybe what your script, not script like writing every word out, but kind of your outline of what you're talking about. And this is really the next important part, is just be you. So you can have that script and it'll itemize like, you know, I'm going to talk about this neighborhood, or actually North Colorado Springs, but I'm going to go around these 5 neighborhoods. The whole body that you're talking about is the not scripted part. That is your opinion. You just want to be you. If you know numbers real well, great, spit out numbers. If you know about all the cool restaurants in the area and this is closest to this taco shop, talk about that. This is where being you really pays off. This is what ultimately is going to get the people watching to pick up and call you and want to use you as the realtor. You can't be anybody else. Don't try to be anybody else. Take, you know, watch other channels. You'll see the rhythm and what's being talked about when. There is, you know, definitely a niche to what you're naming these things and what you're highlighting. But as far as the body, and you have to be able to talk, the body is all about you. So don't be anybody else, just be you.
All right, so the number 4 thing that's really important when you're making your real estate channel is your call for action. And I know we've talked about this before, but it is so important that you do this the correct way. And so you want them to do 2 things, right? And you don't want to give them more. Don't give them 10 ways to reach out to you. But the number 1 thing you want them to do is, 1 is subscribe to your channel and hit that bell, because once they do that, you pop up in their YouTube feeds. They're going to see more and more of their videos, and the more they're going to get to know you as a real estate and local expert in the community. So the number 1 thing is to subscribe to your channel. The number 2 thing is you want to let them know that you're a realtor and that you can help them move to your area. You want to be that expert, but if you don't tell them to reach out, we've done a ton of videos where we just would talk through our houses that we had listed, or even, you know, videos on our area, and we never actually said to call us. And so they never thought to call us. You think they would, but they don't. And so we are always pretty genuine when we talk about that in our script that we do, is we say, you know, reach out to us anytime. We're here to make Colorado your home, and give them their number. So we give them our direct cell phone number. They can call us, and people do it. If you don't say to reach out or call you, if you don't tell them you're one of the top realtor teams in the area, they don't know that, and they don't know to reach out to you with any questions. So giving them a call for action is really important. And so, like I said, don't overwhelm them. Don't tell them to email you, text you, call you, you know, drive to see you or whatever. Just make sure that they know that they should subscribe, and they should call or text you at your number directly, and they'll do it. So number 4, make sure your call for action is clear and concise. All right, you get both of us now for this one. These are the important ones.
Yeah.
I think these are the hardest ones.
Yeah, it definitely is. So our next point is being consistent. It's super easy to put it down on paper. It's super hard to cut out that time when you start getting crazy busy. You have to, though. You have to make time. You're dedicating Mondays, Monday mornings, Thursday afternoons, whatever it is, to cut these videos. And so
it's easy. We you know, help agents all the time start these channels, and it's great, but they'll just say, oh, I'm so busy today, I didn't have time. And I get it, you don't have time, but if this is how you're going to grow your business and grow your channel,
time well spent.
Time well spent, and it's a commitment that you have to make. If you are going to say, well, I'll put out a couple videos and see how they do, and then I'll see if I can get around to it, I guarantee you won't be successful. Like, it's our spring break right now, and we are putting together our videos.
My daughter's at the beach, and I have to stay home for work.
I know. So
it'll pay off.
It'll pay off, and you'll get it done. But you just got to be persistent and make sure that you're going to commit to this for at least, we always tell people, commit to it at least for 10 weeks before you give up and are like, I'm not seeing
I don't think we've ever had anybody go through our course of 10 weeks and not get a handful of leads.
Yeah.
So give it 10 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll speak for itself. You do, though, what we've noticed is you have to start leveraging yourself. You're going to come across those growing pains, and to stay consistent with your video making,
it's hard.
What do you do to take the other things off your plate so you can still make it a priority? Because you have to. And
you get good at it. You get better at cranking out videos quicker. That's one thing that, you know, it used to take us a long time to do. And still, for some of those high quality videos we push out, it does take us a while. We have to go drive around, and we do enjoy it. It just as we have all these other clients now, which is like a blessing and part of why we do it. But we told ourselves that we're always going to be consistent. So it is tough. It's not the easiest thing to do, is to be consistent and to just dedicate yourself to doing it, right? And so it gets easier. So that's one. And the other one is
this is kind of an outside the box thinking.
Oh, yes.
Don't. There are so many things what not to do when you're creating your channel that it'll be a whole nother video that we put out. But for now, you don't want to do a handful of things. And so to be coached on that, wait for our next video or just sign up for our class and we'll walk you through that. What our class is it's 10 weeks and
12.
10 weeks.
You get us for 2 more extra bonus weeks.
But you want to, when you're putting out the videos, you want to title them right. You want to have all those keywords right. You don't want to share it out on other social media platforms. And that's, I mean, we've heard both ways, but all we know is how we did it and organically grew our channel works. So that's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, and we're not like super salesy people. I don't have any desire to do that. Like we teach the course, we walk you through how we did it. We're pretty hands-on. We have a text thread that we start with you. So if you really want to dive in, it's $1,000 and it's, you're going to get that back immediately with these leads you're getting in. Like I said, 2 or 3 leads we got today, 600,000 plus, the clientele on YouTube is amazing as far as your leads go.
And that 12-week course, you want to carve out a half hour each class session and probably an average of 2 hours each week to complete your task for that week. Some weeks are a little bit more intense and you'll spend a full day of filming. So maybe if this is your downtime, this is a great time to start diving in. But you want to be consistent and
yeah. So those are how to start a successful YouTube channel. We did it. We love it. We're pretty passionate about it. If you want us to help walk you through that, great. Otherwise, you can take our class for free. We're with EXP and we love it. And that's why we love it, because we can help you grow your channel. So if you are like frustrated and you're like, I just need to grow my business, I'm not generating the leads, or you're relying on other people to generate those leads for you.
I wish I could get to that point to where I can have a buyer's agent. Well,
so, join us. We have great people above us that are helping us, and it has changed our business. So align yourself with the correct people, and let's help you create that successful YouTube channel.